So I remember so well, it was in the afternoon. And because Josphat was a very strict man before Neolife. Very strict. Very strict. Very strict. And he would not want me to really mingle with other people. And so I was supposed to have informed him that there is a guest coming to the house. But since the guest gave me a short notice, I did not tell him. So when he came, as he was going on with the presentation, I remember so well that he called me and said, I'm almost a light. He was around Kenyatta University, coming home. So he was just about to alight, about 5 minutes away, because it's just very near, and we were also staying near the road. So when he arrived, when he called, I got so scared. Since first, he does not know there is a guest in the house. Secondly, the guest is my relative. And I'm sure he was not very secure. He could have wondered, why didn't she tell me? So she might have been hiding something. So anyway, I actually was very restless until my guest knew that there's a problem. And when he called me, he said I should cook for him because he's very hungry. So I just told this guest, now let's collect these papers which we have drawn these circles very fast, because my husband is about to arrive and I don't know you. I know he's a bookworm and he will never want to see anything like business. And I went to the kitchen, I collected, and he got so scared since he comes from my side. And so he told me, Pearose, I think it is a high time I leave your house because the way you look, things are not okay. So I remember he wanted to leave. He was actually leaving, and me, I ran to the kitchen to go and cook for him. And as he was leaving, they met at the door. So they met at the door, and Josphat was excited. He actually asked him, you can't leave as I come in. Can we go back and we catch up? Because we have not seen each other for a while. And imagine they came back, and I heard them talking in the sitting room, and I was so scared. I'm just holding my breath and saying, oh God, I hope he does not tell him those things he was telling me, because he will know that that is what he came for. And so I remember they talked, me I cooked. I had to really stay in the kitchen for so long so that I see whether this guy will vacate our house. And guess what? He did the presentation to him. I was told, I didn't see that. I was told Josphat saw a paper, you know the way we write in papers. He saw a paper that had dropped down, which had a circle and people, and the way we normally draw circles. And he started asking him, what is this? And the guy explained the business to him. So as I was coming back with the food to the sitting room, I did not find him. I found our visitor. So I'm like, I have given the food. Then I didn't even ask much. But I remember Josphat came after about 10 minutes. He had gone to a place called Githurai. It's very near. He went to a place called Githurai. He withdrew money for registration, and now he was bringing money to register to Neolife. And I was so shocked because when he came back, I asked him, why have you got, your food is already cold. What happened? Where did you go? No, but this guy has a very good idea. I did not have to be convinced for so long to see that there is money in this opportunity. And so he had gone for money. We registered so fast. We registered immediately the very same day. I don't know where they had kept the kit because it was a Saturday. And this man called the upline director, who was also living around. They came with a kit, and we were opened the kit on Saturday. So on Sunday we didn't meet, and on Monday they had already shown us how we can fast track our points to become senior managers. So on Monday we were brand new senior managers. So when you look at that, you can see I was already prejudging him, isn't it? Prejudging people. Sometimes we look at people and we say, no, this one won't. This one has money. This one does this. But we are just prejudging. You never know whether the person that you are bringing is going to be your diamond director. So it is better to tell everybody, and I'm really excited. I really thank God for the eye that He gave us to see the opportunity from the word go. I had a small baby that time. My daughter was only 2 weeks old. So I could not be able to go to the training. We were told we should be coming for trainings here in town. So I did not manage to go for the trainings. But I remember he went for the trainings himself. And the first day he came back, he was so excited. And he told me, oh my God, what I saw there, I have never seen again. I asked him what? He said, everybody is very excited in that meeting. I've never seen people who are happy. And I really wanted to come to the training now that, although I had a small baby. But we went ahead. The first month we got a check of Kenya shillings 2002. But you see, whatever they were talking about, to me, I had not understood because I had never gone for training. So when he brought 2002 Kenya shillings, and always like Kenyans, many Kenyans, they expect so much money. And me, I was expecting so much. So when he brought 2002, I asked him, is this 2002 Kenya shillings or it is $2002 US dollars? And he said, no, Pearose, in the opportunity, you start small and you grow. So anyway, we called back our sponsor. We actually, with our upline director, we asked them what we can do so that we can grow in the business. And I remember he told us that the main thing to do in this business is to share the opportunity with as many people as possible. Go tell your friends what you've seen. And of course, the products were already working on our parents and even in our family. So I was now excited to go out and talk to people. And I remember around a month after, the teachers from our school were visiting our home. And so, because I had a small baby, they were coming to see us. So they came, and I was so excited about the opportunity. So I actually called the deputy principal, and I told her, I let all the teachers come, because we used to go as representatives. I told her, I have something so big for the teachers. There is something that I have found that is going to help us to change our lives. And so the deputy actually gave the students a free afternoon so that the teachers can come to our house and hear about this wonderful thing that Pearose has. So they came, and I was so excited, and they did whatever they were doing to say hi to the baby and give gifts and all that. And now there I was with my opportunity, a newly found opportunity of new life. I remember as if it was yesterday. I started telling them about the opportunity. I told them that we are going to be healthy through this opportunity of new life. I also told them we will get money, because as teachers we are always complaining. So they were wondering, what is that? So I started explaining, I gave the whole presentation. And I remember as I went ahead giving the presentation, they started moving out one by one. So the few who were left with me, when they left, I asked them, oh, where is this person? Where is this other one? They said, no, but Pearose, what are you telling us? Is it your first time to be in Nairobi? Because these things came long time ago, and no one has ever succeeded. The one said, in fact, I was there some times back. But actually, okay, I like the products, but I didn't get much from it. So I was just discouraged. I remember, because those were my closest people. So I asked myself, actually the last person said, Pearose, the faster you quit, the better for you. So I remember when they left, now I was already discouraged, and when Josphat came, I told him, no, I don't think, if all my friends are saying no, why would I do it? And Josphat said, but in the training we have always been told that there will be people who will reject you, there will be people who are going to tell you you are not going to make it, but those are negative people in life. But I told them, no, there were about 16 teachers in the house. How can everybody be negative? And I had already been warned to the side of the negative. And in fact, so we talked, and I told him, please, my dear, let us leave this thing. And because he did not want to make me angry, he just said, it's okay, let's leave it then. But guess what? He was going for the trainings without my my knowledge. So he comes late. I remember the school he was teaching was 5 minutes away from home. And the school I was teaching was about 1 hour away from home. So I would wonder, this guy is coming in very late in the night. Why? He would just tell me, no, but Pearose, we are preparing the candidates for examination. And when I go to his booklets, I would find very many notes about TNN, omega-3 salmon, LDC, and I'm wondering, when is this guy making these notes? Kumbe is going for the presentations and the trainings. And I am telling you, the second check came, it didn't show me, it was 5,252. I've never seen that check, even to date. I have never. So he banked the check, but I have never seen. And he didn't tell me. So the third month came. He was doing it now in a secret manner. He's inviting his friends. He actually sponsored one of his colleagues without my knowledge. And the colleague also sponsored 3 more people. So we were already qualified senior managers. That is how we got 5,252. And I remember the business grew without my knowledge also. I'm so negative. And when it reached the third month, we became directors. We became directors. Oh, he became, okay. So he became a director. And so, as a culture, just like in the Superstars team, it was also done those days that when someone becomes a director, they will be taken for dinner. Just like tonight, all the directors you saw here, they are going to be out for dinner at Hotel Intercontinental. So we had been given, thank you, we had been given an invitation to go for dinner at Hotel Intercontinental. And the check I saw, it was 22,406. But I still remember one of my colleague teachers had told me that they would just be cheating you with many checks, just to try and lure you. So it didn't also make sense to me. But then this time around, she said, now, Pearose, please make sure you iron for me that shirt, because tomorrow night, we are going for dinner. I'm going for dinner at Hotel Intercontinental. I've been invited by my upline director. Oh, where is that? I asked him, where is that? He said, it's a 5-star hotel. And he tried to locate, and of course, I already knew Intercontinental, and I was so shocked. And I told him, when I slept, I was wondering how to tell him we'll go together. But in the morning, I got that courage. Actually, that night, I didn't sleep well. I was just trying to calculate how I can convince him to go with me. And I remember, in the morning, I just talked to him nicely, softly, like a Kalenjin girl. Please, my dear, will I be allowed to come with you? He said, but people come with their partners. But Pearose, you have been so negative. I told him, but you know I love food, my dear. Can't we just go? And I remember, imagine I went there for the first time. I went for dinner, and I'm telling you what I saw. What I saw. It was wonderful. When I went for the dinner, I met the other directors. Everybody was greeting us as if you knew each other 10 years ago. Everybody's excited for you. They are saying, hey, Diamond directors. And I'm like, Diamond? We are already Diamond directors. So you are being called Diamond, and they are telling me you can make it. Things that I was not used to in the staff room. I was not used to such things. I was used to people complaining from morning to evening. I remember one particular teacher who was our chemistry teacher, and she used to complain and tell me, Pearose, you know I'm a guru. I've been in the teaching profession for the last 27 years. So I already knew that even me, when I will be 27 years, what will I be doing? Complaining, just like them. So when I came to Neolite, I met people who were so excited. They were talking so nicely. An environment I was not used to. And I just got that first attraction. And things have never been the same again since then. So actually, I joined in fully. I decided to be training seriously on part-time basis. I have seen many people in this life giving excuses of even a job and what have you. Even if you give an excuse of your job, will your boss deliver you at the end of the day? That is the big question you ask yourself. So I decided to do it fully with him, and guess what? In 7 months, we became brand new Sapphire directors. So when we joined the world team, I remember our check was about 60,446 to start with. And imagine it is part-time for both of us. And to make matters worse, the company gave us an invitation to go for leadership school at the Windsor Golf and Country Club. And I don't know. We went for the leadership school. I even just remember like it was yesterday. The experience, and of course, that was one, I think, apart from my home, where I would visit and sleep at home, and their home, where I would visit and sleep, it was my first time sleeping out of the house. You see? I went to Windsor, we were given 2 nights and 3 days, imagine. And we had our training there. The next time we had a big, I think it was a senior manager school at KICC, and we were seated close to one another, just very new from Windsor, and there are a lot of experiences we had at Windsor. And I remember asking Josphat, my dear, I'm seeing this thing has a great future. Can I resign my job? And I was shocked by the answer. He said, Pearose, you are late. You were supposed to have done it yesterday. Because in the first place, now we need time for the young family and we need time for the business. That was on a Saturday. On Monday, I went and I wrote a resignation. He actually is the one who wrote the resignation letter. And I only signed and I took to the principal, who then forwarded to the Teacher Service Commission. And 3 months down the line, I had resigned to give my full attention to the business and my family. And today, I don't regret having made that decision. I don't. I actually remember when I went to when I wrote the letter, I was called to the TSC. People started sitting me down. There was a council to talk to me and tell me, we've seen people who resign, they depend on their husbands, they depend on businesses, and they come back 1 year later crying. I told them, no. I believe in myself and I have believed in this opportunity that it will work for me. So, when I became full-time now, I had a chance and even time, a lot of time, to now go out of Nairobi and start the business. Shortly after that, we were given an invitation to go to Cape Town, South Africa, which was actually our first time inside a plane in 2011. And I remember for me, I didn't even have a birth certificate. I was born in the village, just at home. And really, there was nothing. So I had to go first, look for the birth certificate, process for my passport, and now we flew out to Cape Town in 2011, which was also a turning point in my life because I saw people who are very successful there. I saw people, young people who are really making money, and I said, when I go back to Kenya, I want to work harder. After coming back from Cape Town, we only took 3 months. And we became One Ruby directors. Exactly 1 year after joining the opportunity, we were One Ruby directors. So our check had hit a 6-figure income because the first month we got a check of 100,454 Kenya shillings. So I was now very comfortable. Actually, now we stopped working. We imported our first car. 1 year into the opportunity. And imagine I had worked with the TSC for 6.5 years, not even a bicycle. But coming to Neo Life, only 1 year, a brand new car, I was really happy. Now we were even living better. We started saving money, which each and every month as we got money, we started saving. I remember we even bought a plot, and we started constructing a house. And we now got a new home. We stopped renting in Nairobi, renting a house. And I was so excited. Living in my own home, it was really nice. We went on. In 2 years, we became 2 Ruby directors. Actually, when we became 1 Ruby directors, we went to the Ruby orientation in South Africa, Johannesburg, and that was another wonderful experience I will never forget. And I saw now this is a company they know how to raise someone's self-esteem, because I started feeling good about myself. I started changing. I stopped behaving like any other physics teacher around. Of course, you know physics teachers, and you had seen one on the screen. I started buying new clothes. Had you seen me with a long skirt and you see, I was still a teacher. By the way, I started changing, my image changed, everything changed for me. I started being able to talk in front of people. I am telling you, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Personal development, whereby even when I'm anywhere, even if I'm told in the church to say something, I will construct something, because I'm confident through this opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity. So 2 years down the line, we became 2 Ruby directors. And we went to Zambia, Victoria Falls, and we also enjoyed ourselves. It was really nice. We came back. We went to 3 Ruby directors. We started earning even over 400,000 Kenya shillings every month through this opportunity. So our life started changing. So I remember this time when we were at KICC for the East African Convention. And there we were recognized as the world team members #1 in the whole of East Africa. And when the convention was over, we were told that Pearose and Josphat, since you were the #1 world team members, we are giving you an invitation to come with us, plus the president's team members, to South Africa, Sun, the palace of the lost city. I will never forget. We were still 3 Ruby directors doing 50,000 PVs. And when we were there, we got a shock. We were taken, it was an incentive. We had a good time. But I remember Roger. Thank you, Roger. I remember Roger calling us aside with Josphat. And he said, Pearose and Josphat, everybody here in Sun City who has come here, all of them are president team members. You are the only 3 Ruby directors. It was a challenge from him. He said, when you go back home in Kenya, make sure you go and work hard and make sure you become president team members. And so we had stayed with president team members. We came back. That month we were doing 50,000 PVs. And I remember we decided we want to become president team members because we saw the way those guys were being treated like queens and kings. And we had already tasted. We decided we are going to make it. Nothing can stop a decided mind, a made-up mind. So the previous month we had 50,000 PVs, 3 Ruby directors. We decided we want to work and become PTs. And so the following month, it was February. So in March, we did 110,000 PVs and made our first step president to 4 Ruby director. You are seeing a big increase in the PVs because we made a decision that we want to be president team members. And so when we were 2 years and 11 months in this opportunity, we became president team members. And now we are 7 years in the opportunity. On 17th of July, we shall be celebrating 7 years of being in Neolife. So when we became president team members, by the way, as you grow in the business, you realize there are things that now you grow with. Because like now, when we became president team members, we realized, this home, we now need to get to a new home. Because we had also started saving money. What we were paying there as rent, we stopped paying, and we started saving money. And I remember we said, now we want to come closer to town and be in a posh place. And we went looking for a place, and we got a new home. And I remember we were told, Pearose and Josphat, you are going to give us about 15 million for this home. And we looked at each other, and he said, let's bring him tomorrow. The guy looked at us. We bring him the money tomorrow. So the guy looked at us and said, no, but there are other procedures. Let's first do the other procedures, then you bring me the money. Because he was wondering, how come this money is coming so fast? And so we bought our new home. And now we have 2 homes in Nairobi. Of which I can surely tell you most of my age mates and of course the people we were with in school are still struggling in life, paying rent in Nairobi while someone else, because the other home that we left there, we are renting it out, meaning it is bringing income, isn't it? Imagine, look at that transformation within such a short time. And I tell you people, it is possible. It is possible for each and every one of us to achieve their dreams. Today, I am so excited because through Neolife, we have traveled the world. We've gone to so many places. I have gone with my team, and that is my joy. I just want to say this, that without you, my team, we would not have been here. Surely we would not have been here. I just want to say and promise all of you that as superstars and your superstar leaders, we are going to do everything in our means to make sure that you all become president team members. Josphat and I are committed. We don't sleep. We walk around to make sure we help you. I want to tell you, hold on there. Hold on there, and you will make it. You will make it. God bless you so much. This year, remember February, we are going to Mauritius. Please, let's meet in the beaches of the world. God bless you.
Habari zenu. Good afternoon. I'm a man of few words. Though I move all over, so cameraman, you'll have to hunt for me. I want to thank God so much for this chance. Of course, I like when Pearose, I'm Pearose Josphat. Pearose Josphat is my name. I love when Pearose explains to you the kind of life we have lived and the lifestyle we have enjoyed. Because me, I don't know how to explain. I only enjoy, then she explains what we have enjoyed. So that's my problem. By the way, I'm almost finishing. I'm a man of few words. And I truly want to give glory to the Almighty, because you see, you're looking at a gentleman who was lost completely in the lecture halls. I was lost in the lecture halls, and I knew there is nothing else that I can do other than telling them, look here, even when I was not looking. And when the opportunity came, it found us when I was too busy. First, I was educated, and I never joked around in classroom, in the university and elsewhere. Professor Gatumu is somewhere, he will tell you, he left. Professor Gatumu, he taught me in the university my first degree, and he's right there. Please, Professor Makofi ni kwako, simama upige makofi.